Hi guys, I am doing another video of me being at home, and the reason why I'm doing this, and I'm going to try to really make it short because what I'm doing is I'm recording the screen here on the the contract agreement for Dashers on Doordash. Now, first, okay, I'm doing this because of the recent deactivation of Chuck, mainly because of Chuck, and people are concerned. He's not real sure why he got deactivated exactly, is like some unsafe environment or something. And people are speculating that it's because he was recording in Starbucks and they felt unsafe. Now, and then I think there's also some rumors that it's in the terms of service of not terms of service. The contractor agreement. Terms of service is different. This is what I've learned by this morning while I'm doing my research. But the DoorDashers don't necessarily have terms of service. They have a contract agreement. And that's what I'm reading. Now, I will add real quick. I'm going to go over here to my... Really? I'm recording.
I'm sorry.
Okay. I'm going to go over here to my contractor agreement. And sorry I'm looking down. Let me see if I can put this up a little bit. That doesn't really work. I have to look... Oh my gosh. I have to look down. Sorry. Because my computer is down on my laptop is down here. And my phone is up there. And I'm recording with my microphone as well, so that's also a thing. Okay. So on the screen here, this is the search that I did. And I've done a couple of searches and I couldn't pull anything up on the DoorDash website. And if you go to DoorDash and type in the search bar in the help section of DoorDash, and you type in contractor agreement, Dasher agreement or whatever, I couldn't find anything. The only way, and then I did an actual search. Here, I'll even go back. This is page 2. Page 1. This is the very first page. This is what I find, Reddit, and that's right here. The Reddit, which is the terms copy-pasted, I think, from DoorDash. But I wanted to find it on the DoorDash website, and it was hard to find. Just to add that little tidbit. See, you click on this, and there's nothing. Nothing there. Oops, back. Okay, so the way I found it was on the page 2 of the search, and then it was under... Where's it at? Seriously? Oh, requirements for dashing. And that's how where's that at? Here, let me just click on it again. Requirements for dashing. And I was reading this. And the way I found the terms, not the terms, the contractor agreement was in here. Where it says... Question, can someone else drive for me and or help me drop off deliveries? So in there's a link that says, for more information, please refer to the independent contractor agreement and click here. And I did. And when I clicked on that, I'll go ahead and click on it. it brings you to that right there. Right? I don't know. It brings you to, oh, it was right here. It brings you to that. But I'm going to exit out of that and go here. Okay. Now, from what I'm reading here, I don't believe that Chuck got deactivated. Well, maybe in some sort of a way. Okay. I won't even discuss Chuck and his deactivation. I'll just say from my perspective, since there is kind of this scare that people are going to get deactivated or something bad is going to happen if they record their daily deliveries, their vlogging, their documentation of their dashing, deliveries, Uber Eats, whatever. And I'm not to document their activity. I think that I'm going to continue to do that. I don't see anything in here, and anything in here that is going to say I'm going to be deactivated. And if I do, so be it. It's okay with me. But what I do read here is which would pertain to that. Now, it does say something, I mean, like it could be construed into the unsafeness. But once again, that's an interpretation, and I'm okay with that. If someone feels unsafe, I feel unsafe if I'm not recording. So whose safety is more important, I don't want to be accused of stealing someone's food. I don't want to have, any charges brought up on me or anything like that because of someone lying. And so that's why I record. Now, on the benefit to recording is putting it on YouTube, being a content creator, because I enjoy, for the most part, except for when I lose my footage, I enjoy doing the editing. So, that being said, let's read privacy. This is number 5 of the Contractor Agreement for Doordash. Number 5, privacy or personal information. Excuse me. 5.1. Contractor may only process personal information as that term is defined under applicable privacy laws obtained in connection with a contracted services. Personal information is what they're referring that to. In compliance with the terms of this agreement, and only for the limited and specified business purpose of providing the contracted services, contractors shall comply with applicable privacy laws and provide the level of privacy protection for personal information as is required by those laws. Contractors shall not sell or share personal information. Contractors shall not retain or use or disclose personal information. Letter I, if for any should not use or disclose personal information. Letter I, for any purpose other than the business purpose of providing the contracted services. Letter I, 2I, outside of the direct business relationship between Doordash and contractor. Or letter B, combined personal information received in connection with the contracted services with personal information received from or on behalf of another person or persons or collected from contractor's own interactions with individuals unless permitted by applicable privacy laws. Contractor certifies that they understand and will comply with these requirements and restrictions. Okay, so for me, personal information is like something that is personal and identifying. Someone's first name and first initial of their last name to me, is not personal information. A house number in and by itself is not personal information. There's, and that would be also, it refers to personal information as defined under applicable privacy laws. So that is something, I think, above and beyond. That's like definitions of law, and I'm not a lawyer, and I'm not going to get into that, but I'm just telling you my interpretation of it, and that I am not going to stop doing what I'm doing. But the thing that does concern me is this next section, 5.2, which basically says to me, in my interpretation, that Doordash can do an audit and they can request from you Doordash shall have the right to monitor contractors' compliance with this agreement through any measures deemed appropriate by Doordash. Contractors shall allow for and contribute to audits, including inspections conducted by Doordash or another auditor designated by Doordash. And I'm not going to, like I said, I'm not going to read the whole section, but, and this is about whether you have someone's personal information stored anywhere in your possession, which, I don't know how they could expect you to just hand over your stuff. I don't know. I don't know if they've ever done this before, done an audit to make sure that people aren't saving other people's personal information. The only personal information that we would have really would be their address, or if by some certain chance we had the first and last name of a customer. But still, even I don't know what they're saying there in that section. If we leave the contractor agreement on the Doordash website and go to the other Doordash, it's another thing on Doordash. It is, what is this one called? Dashforce Service Provider Platform Access Policy. Overview. At Dashforce, we are proud to provide people with flexible contracted work opportunities that allow them to be their own boss, make meaningful money, and explore their community. As an independent contractor, you will regularly interact with merchants. Because we value our business relationship with you, we want to be clear, upfront, and transparent about the kinds of activities that can lead to your Dashforce account being deactivated and how the process of account deactivation works. Below, you can find our service provider platform access policy and related process. If you have any questions about Dashforce, please email. Okay, so maintaining safety and security. Your safety and the safety of merchants and others who interact with Dashforce is paramount. We want to make sure you feel safe in performing earning opportunities and the merchants feel comfortable working with you. Creating an unsafe environment for anyone in connection with your work with Dashforce is grounds for immediate deactivation. These behaviors include, but are not limited to, violence or inappropriate behavior, including abusive language, exhibiting objectively unsafe behavior, including physical or verbal assault of a consumer, merchant, another contractor, or any other person. So basically, they make that really vague. Use of alcohol and drugs, discrimination or harassment. Dashforce is committed to providing opportunities free from discrimination and harassment, and therefore prohibits discrimination and harassment by or directed at independent contractors, merchants, customers, or Dash Force employees because of race, color, sex, gender, national origin, ancestry, religion, creed, physical or mental disability, medical conditions, marital status, sexual orientation, age, profession, or any basis protected by federal, state, or local law. Failure to comply with the law or use of the platform for any criminal activity. Failure to pass a background check. And that one, I don't understand that, because you can't be a Dasher if you don't. You have to pass a background check. Unless they make you do another background check for some other reason, but it doesn't say here. And then the last one, disclosing personal information without authorization. Our community values personal privacy. Personal information may be used only for purposes of completing an earning opportunity and may not be posted online or otherwise shared with any third party except as may be legally required. So that one, like I said, if you consider personal information as in identifying information, then yeah, you shouldn't be doing that. But if you are just using the person's first name and first initial of their last name as you see it in the, as you're doing a delivery and you do a screenshot or something, that's not identifying anyone individually specifically. And the other thing, as far as the delivery goes, most of us will put, you might see the house number of, where you're delivering to, and the house number itself is not identifying. So hopefully none of us are like putting a house, anyone's address up there. But that's also a legal thing too. I don't know the definition of, identifying information. Of course, you don't want to dox anyone or anything like that. You don't want to purposely do anything to cause anyone any stress or harm or anything like that. You don't want to sell their information either, obviously. That's not I don't think that's our goal. That's not my goal. And so that is my interpretation of that. And just me reading it. Hopefully that helps some people be able to see it in black and white, because I was having trouble with just taking people's word for it. So that's why I decided to go ahead and look it up myself. And I apologize for my little parakeet. He's just singing away over there. So hopefully it doesn't bother anybody. So thank you for watching. Thank you for liking and subscribing and sharing. And like I said, I hope this helps people who are in the creator community, YouTube community, to be able to decide whether they want to continue doing things the way they're doing it or change it up. And if there's anything anyone wants, any comments, like anyone that knows someone who's an attorney who can decipher this better than me, please make comments in the comment section, and I will leave it here. Always look on the absolute bright side, and that's a lot of BS. Bye-bye.